Hi, this is Angel Jones. I love great conversations where life's journey is communicated not only through words, but tones and emotions. Explosive expressions that allow you to feel what they felt and learned. A fool learns only from his own mistake, while the wise learn from their own and from those others have made. Thanks for being here with us. Good morning, Lindsey Germono. How are you going on this wonderful, beautiful morning?
Good morning. I'm doing very well. I hope you are, and I hope all of the listeners for your podcast are doing very well this morning.
Hey, they're going great. Amazing audience. I'm sure they're enjoying this more than me thus far. We'll have to debate that. But tell me, which of your talents is responsible for us meeting?
Well, I actually am in a number of Facebook groups. I am in one that is about podcasting, and I saw a post that someone was sharing, and they were mentioning that this amazing podcaster was trying to create a world record for the most podcast interviews in 3 months. So I thought, how cool. As a podcaster, I support that. And that's how I connected with you.
I appreciate that so much. Again, I see the podcasting community is amazing. Someone was asking me, why are you doing this? And I was telling my wife, they don't understand the podcast community. If it's one place I think that this is recognized and will be appreciated, it's in the podcast community. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, absolutely. I love the podcast community. As a fairly new podcaster myself, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid and I'm loving it. And I do agree. The community is extremely supportive of one another.
So tell me though, we spoke about you as a podcaster, but drilling down a bit more in terms of your talents, it seems as though, as I read through your bio, Germono Advertising. Tell me about that.
Germono Advertising Company is the business that I found in, 3 years ago. And we specialize in traditional media buying for Hampton Roads, Virginia clients. And that means radio, television, print, and outdoor. We also offer another line of services for folks who may not have an advertising budget, and those fall into the marketing coaching sessions. So our clients would purchase those by hourly increments, and we assist them with anything and everything under the sun as far as marketing and advertising goes. Many of those businesses are small businesses, solopreneurs, folks that just kind of need help and guidance and working on a marketing and advertising plan. The podcast, Drop and Give Me 20, came out of where I saw a need for that out of the marketing coaching sessions, because we were hearing so many great stories from these business owners that were in the military entrepreneurship realm that we created the podcast as a content strategy. So we share military entrepreneur stories, tips, and advice via the podcast.
Drop and Give Me 20. I love that. It's directly relatable to the military, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And I think it could resonate with your title too, with the 12-minute conversations, because our episode, the length of our episodes are 20 minutes each.
Wow. Love that. Love
Yeah.
that. Love that. But you definitely have a knack for advertising, for branding, don't you?
Yes, I would say so.
Yeah. And then you have a heart for the small business person as well, because you've created an option where they themselves, if not, you said, if they don't have the budget, you're able to coach them. I'm interested in what that looks like.
Right. So the marketing coaching sessions are, I would say, I guess, the majority of how we spend our day, because we are, I have, as somewhere along the way, small business owners have become really attracted to Germono Advertising Company. And as an organization, as a company, we listen to that, right? We follow where we're being pulled to. So we do get a lot of small business owners. We do work with medium-sized business owners as well. But we're very passionate about small business, because in order to grow or to expand, you have to have those fundamentals of advertising marketing down from the get-go, or else the business isn't going to be successful. So we are very passionate about that, and we love working with business owners that are in that realm. And we also get to see the excitement a couple months in when they call us and go, oh my gosh, I tried your technique and this is great. And it's really rewarding for us to hear that and to work with them.
Yeah. Coaches definitely celebrating the victories of others, don't they?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
So tell me one thing you've done consistently over the last 3 years, Lindsey.
I have worked on my business every single day.
Wow.
Every day. I don't take a day off. I don't look at it as work. I look at it as my passion. And I feel like if you're passionate about something, you love waking up and working on it. So every single day I work on my business. I work on helping others with their advertising and marketing and how my company can do that better than anyone else.
How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel happy. I wake up, I am excited to go to work. But prior to opening my business, I didn't feel that way. I didn't feel energized every single day or happy. Even the frustrations, when I can work through them as a business owner, I still feel happy and fulfilled. I think that's the other word that I would say when someone asks me, how does it feel? I feel fulfilled.
Were you always a full-time entrepreneur?
Oh, no. I actually was in the corporate realm for a number of years.
She gets tired immediately.
Yeah. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Yes. No, I spent some time in corporate for the majority of in my 20s, and then when I decided to open my own agency, I kind of took really what I learned, my industry, what I was good at, and developed it into something that I really wanted to work on. So no, I've not always been an entrepreneur.
Suggest to someone out there why they should do what you've done by, just switching out of that entire corporate format and doing the thing you love, because you're obviously passionate about one and not the other. Well, probably not as much.
I feel like when you look at entrepreneurship and doing something that is such a shift, maybe financially for you, you should really be realistic about what that looks like. Can your family float for a year or two without you bringing that income in? And if you can't, that's okay. So don't jump in to entrepreneurship 100%, maybe do a mix. So have a very realistic view about entrepreneurship, because studies have shown you're not really going to pay yourself sometimes for the first 2 or 3 years, depending on the business. So having that concept or really heart-to-heart discussion with yourself is imperative.
It's like being on drugs. Not that I've done drugs, well, not hard drugs. But let's talk about Panadol. We'll talk about Panadol as a drug, right? When you're getting that instant relief, it's like being on drugs when you're working at a company and you step away. Being a full-time entrepreneur, you need to get release from having that monthly check or weekly check, because it's different when you're an entrepreneur and you're not getting that. But here's what, I'll leave that out.
That's a really interesting. I've not heard that before, but that's a really interesting analogy. I can work on that in my head and think that through.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like when I stepped away from my job, I think one of the most challenging thing was not having that check in your account. And you said it, you were speaking to it. Hey, if you want to step away, make sure you have that 1 year buffer. It's a good idea, because it's not going to be the same.
No, so I went from making 6 figures to
Yeah, I love that. And that you don't even need to say the amount, like right there. I love that. Yeah, I went from 6 figures, I'll tell you, to
But I've never been happier, and I work at my business every day because it's what I love. Yes. So as an entrepreneur, when I talk to other entrepreneurs, just like you said, you could tell my tone of voice, right? When I started talking about my corporate.
Exactly.
I feel like if you ever hear somebody says that they can guarantee if you do this and you'll make quick money and you'll make, $20,000 that first month, be very wary, be careful about that, because every successful entrepreneur that I know will tell you, look, yeah, it takes a while, but it will happen, and having that realistic discussion with your family too. So another thing that I would like to share with your audience in the realm of entrepreneurship is, if you have a family, you need to have a conversation with, this is what I'm, hoping to do. Can you support me? Right. So when I'm at dinner and I see something pop up on my phone, if it's something to do with my business, I have to, I may have to like step away and take it. I'll be right back. But, because you're the one steering the ship, there isn't anybody else for a while that you might be able to pass that on to. So as long as you can have that conversation with your family and that they support you, I'm very lucky and fortunate to have that, where my family understands, and they are supportive and they help me, so they know, okay, I might not have dinner ready at 6:00 every night, but that's okay. We'll get it, we'll make it work. So.
Yeah, it's very important. What you're saying, I highly endorse it. I spoke to one guy yesterday and he was explaining, he said, go build your lifestyle and then build your career around it. Don't do it the other way around. He said, because that is where the challenges, the regrets occur. Mm-hmm. So choose your lifestyle and then build your career around it. And we always do the opposite. And it's really challenging to get forward while you're looking backward.
I know a lot of business owners that will actually, like I said, do their passion part-time so that they can receive benefits like health insurance and things like that while they're working on their business. So they don't stop what they're doing until that. And that's okay. I think that's highly respectful.
Yeah. But most definitely there's a value and worth according to the individual. And that is where the rubber hits the road. Lindsey, there's some people that have to make that jump because it's burning and it's been burning for 10 years. And, it looks as though it's not the right thing, but it's burning. And then there's some that need to do it, as you said, strategically. So I think there's a value on each one. But thanks for sharing that just the way you did. Let's switch gears now for a bit. Let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water.
I'm there. All right. Let's go.
What is your earliest childhood memory?
I remember chewing bubble gum in my kitchen with my parents. We just got home from the grocery store, and I remember my dad gave me a big fat piece of bubble gum, like the thick pieces that used to get Bubblicious, I think it was. And
how old do you think you were?
Oh, I may have been 2 or 3, and I remember him giving it to me and going and kind of shooing me off so my mom wouldn't notice, because he knew I wanted a piece so bad, and I just sat there and chewed it, and that's a weird memory to have, I guess, but I clearly remember that.
Why do you think that memory is so clear?
I have no idea. Isn't that strange? I don't know. I remember the feeling of excitement, and I was getting to chew a piece of bubble gum that I wanted. My dad giving it to me in the kitchen, and I just remember kind of the family being around, and I'm not sure why that pops up.
Interesting. I have a question.
Okay.
You told me you were married before, right? So that is why, pre-conversation, amazing audience. Does your husband give you the opportunity to experience joy in your life now?
Yes, absolutely.
Interesting.
Yes, absolutely. We build our life the way that it makes us both happy. We do a lot of really fun things. We travel a lot. Which makes us both happy, and being there and supporting each other for whatever that looks like, for work or for passions, dreams. So, yeah.
Wonderful. Well, let's leave that connection right there. How about that?
All right. Sounds good. Yeah.
Love it. Love it. All right. So if we fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
I used to really be into Tevin Campbell.
Ooh, we got that yesterday.
You did? Okay. Yeah, I have another one.
No. You go with Tevin. Let me see if it's going to be the same song that person chose. She was actually the last person on. Her name was Denise Demetrio. Let me hear you. Which song by Tevin?
Can We Talk?
That was it.
What are the chances of that? Oh, wow.
So she's in Arizona, I think.
She might be my 12-year-old long-lost friend.
It'll be interesting to connect you both and see what happens, right? She is doing entrepreneurship coaching type for women.
Well, look at that. I'm all about that. I definitely want to meet her.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll connect you both. That'll be great. All right, so we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form, yes or no. Lindsey, I'm telling you, you have me excited. I just got an idea. What about if I started connecting all the people who had their favorite songs together and see where that goes? Ooh, Lindsey.
I love it.
All right. So tell me, yes or no, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yes.
Are you married?
Yes.
Do you have children?
No.
Do you believe in God?
I'm agnostic.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
How about 3 hours a week?
Yes.
How about screen time, the phone or the computer?
Let's see, 10 hours a day.
Hey, Lindsey, it's been a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Let's see. What would I like to share with them? Well, we talked a lot about entrepreneurship, and that's what I know and what I love. So I'd love to share with those that are listening, if you're in a place where you're on the fence, do what you love and have fun. So life is short. Work on those things that bring you happiness. And if there's something that doesn't bring you happiness, you can work on that too. It's never too late.
Love it. Lindsey Germono, thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you so much, Angel. I look forward to hearing it.
Amazing audience. Before you leave, there's one person I'd like to introduce you to, Amanda Jones. She is my wife, and her passion is to educate, encourage, and empower.
Hi, I'm Amanda Jones, and I'm a registered nurse. Do you or someone you know have diabetes? According to the International Diabetes Federation, in 2015 worldwide, 415 million people were living with diabetes. Just as that figure is overwhelming, so too can the effects of diabetes be. So, to help simplify diabetes for both adult and child, I've used rhymes in my books, The ABCs of Diabetes for Children and Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes. At its simplest, rhymes help us to remember. If you, a child or friend, want an easy, reader-friendly way to know about diabetes, then get a copy of these books. For more details, you can go to poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.